Hello everyone, this is Digit D, and today I got a cool video for you guys, and this video is going to be mana farming. How to get so much mana between millions to from millions to billions of mana, and only in 5 minutes or longer, depending on what you want to do. If you want to get so much mana, you don't have to worry about it anymore. But that's the cool thing about it. So this guide is going to help you out. I'm going to keep it short and simple and to the point. So let's get started. So let's talk about all the stuff that you need to use mana for. So what stuff in Disgaea 6 do you want to use your mana for? So this is the stuff you want to be able to use it for. Is the Dark Assembly. You got your mana here to be able to pass bills. The bills are used to make certain things, acquire certain things, or fight certain things, or get more weapons in the weapon shop, or get speed boosts for the game, or you get extra speed boosts, get EXP stuff. The Dark Assembly uses nothing but mana, and this is what you use to reincarnate all of your characters that are in Disgaea 6. So this is a big part of the game, is your mana. Another big section is the skill shop. This is another way where mana is tailored to your skills. You can increase your skills this way. You can increase all your stats to level 9,999. The proficiency, how you can increase all of that with how much mana you need. Then you can also create scrolls, so you can create other Evilties, so you can spread them to other characters because you need mana. You also need mana for just not, you can convert your old Evilties into mana. So if you got ones that you don't need, you can use them to turn into mana. But once you get to a certain point in the game, you really don't need the mana to convert anymore, to convert it into mana. That's only if you're early game. Once you get the post game, it's basically you're going to be getting so much mana, it's unbelievable, and everything else. So you can also create scrolls. I hope I already said that. It's been a while. So once you have and you know what your tailored stuff is towards, there's one other thing that mana is where you will need one character, just one character, to get it's 100 billion mana. If you're, when you very first start, you're gonna get to the thing, and it's going to be this, the effect speed. The effect speed is the biggest mana spender in this entire game. It's dependent on what you can get. You can get ×4 early on in the game because it's like 100,000. But trying to get ×32 or the skip all effects on here, it's going to cost a total of 100 billion mana. So that's going to take a long time. So basically, when you get the post game, you got almost all of the Evilties that you need to do mana farming, because it took me more than 8 hours to get it with normal speed. I was using ×4 or ×8 if you can acquire those through the game, because getting ×16 and ×32 is going to take a little bit longer. It's going to take a long time to get those. It's a hefty amount. It is a hefty amount. I will have it on screen probably during this entire section, that I'm going to just put some notes here so you can actually see what I'm talking about for the numbers of trying to get that. But if you make it the post game and you made it past that, and then you get the speed stuff, now you're at the highest amount of farming you can do in this game, and that's at the fastest you can do it this game. So I just showed you that and what is mana used for. So now I'm going to jump into the characters, and so we can look at the evilties of what you'll be using for the characters, basically. So go to stats, and then we go to evilties. I'm just going to status because I already have the ones that I want set up. So future song, you're going to increase mana gain for all ally units on the map by 30%. This one here stacks. This one stacks. If you have a full party of 10 and then you gave fortune song to all 10 characters, it's at 300% for everybody on the map, which is pretty nice. The Mana Master does not stack. You just gain this by playing the game. Or just unlocking the higher level evilties, you'll just automatically get the Mana Masters. SR Volunteer. This one is from the Asagi character. She is a character that they give out for free in the game. So this is how I got Asagi's. You can get SR Volunteer that gives you an extra 100%. If you get Pearl Mana Collector, it's the same with Mana Master. It's just basically in the game. You just got to acquire it. Once you have it, you can put it on there. Mana Collector is another 200% gain, which is the same way, because these are all formulating from there. And then the last one that I have on is Mana Maniac, which is gained by 100%. So these are the ones, evilties, that I have on my character right now for all my characters. Basically, if you want to have them on all your characters, but I just mostly have Fortune Song on most of them. Some of them do, some of them don't. So if you go see here, this is the one I have Fortune Song on here. There it is. And then there. So for the 10 characters that I do have Fortune Song attached to them and everything else. So also, the next part we're going to go talk about is the demonic intelligence. For the demonic intelligence, I just use one character to do all the attacking, and that is the main character, Zed. If I don't use Zed, I use one of my other special characters like Momoko here, or Serena, but I would rather just use Zed because he has a better opportunity, because he's much stronger than all the other characters that I have. So we're going to look at the demonic intelligence. I have it just on straight all-out attack. It's the first one that you get in the game after you unlock the demonic intelligence. And then for the other characters, I have this set as edit. I have it just set to defend. You may not see it because it's behind the camera. If you, since it's behind the camera, but you can see right here where I just have one. I just have it set to defend. That's it. And that's what I have for the other 10 characters. It's just a defend, because on the stage that I'm going to go to, there's no stacking, that being no towers. You can't lift anybody at all in the stage for this method and everything else. So I showed you what the demonic intelligence is, and I showed you what the evilties are. Now I'm going to show you the innocence. The innocence that is I have equipped. So for that, I have one main character. I don't even have, because he's going to be doing all of the killing. Since he's going to be killing all the units by himself, all the other units are just going to sit there, because at the end of the stage, it goes to all a pool. And that pool is distributed to all characters. And once you have those buffs, they will all get the same amount of mana that you can get, which is pretty cool. So it's all in a pool that is added into the game. So for the innocence that I have on here, you can see that I got these. These are pretty easy to get. You can get them pretty easily. I have the statisticians. I just put I don't know. They're usually just limited to one, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna just put all of them on here. Managers are the ones for mana. It maxes out at 1900. Once you have 1900 mana, you're at the highest, not the highest, but you're at the second highest amount of mana you can get in the game for your characters at one time. But this is pretty cool. So that's what I have for my innocence. Once you're able to get those. And then the very last part is go to the cheat shop. We're going to go to adjust settings. Since I'm in post game, I'm at the highest I can get because I've done almost everything on the Nintendo Switch. It's at 3,000. Money, I just put it at 100% because you can't go past 3,000 at all. But if you're in a lower game tier, it's usually at 1,000 near the end. 1,000, or if you're like super early game like I was, it's like this. Dun 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 dun. Where it's like this. This is where I'm at, and I have Disgaea complete for the PC, so it comes with all the DLC characters. So all the extra characters I don't have, so which is pretty cool. This is what it looks like if you're in early game or stuff like that, like stage 2 or stage 3 in the game. This is where you're gonna be at with mana wise, but technically, once you get to end game, it's just gonna get bonkers, because so have that at 3,000, and if you can have the enemy strength at 20 stars. This is if you can do 20 stars. If you can't do 20 stars, don't worry about it. Just lower the star levels down to a star level that you can handle for your characters, because this is going to be post game and it's near end game. So this is basically it. So once you have this all set up, now you're ready to go. Now you're wondering, what stage can I play that gives me the most amount of mana in no time? So let me go to that stage for you. I've already did this test not too long ago. The stage that I'm going to pick for you guys is Overlord Keeps, because this is my favorite stage in the entire game. I think it's the best stage in the entire game. It's this stage right here, Gallery of Purgatory. This stage is unbelievably good. You get infinite dudes that will always spawn every turn. There will be dudes spawning in every single turn. You can leave it on for hours, and everything that you've done will stay on this stage of Gallery of Purgatory, which is really good, that you need so you can advance your characters in mana exponentially. So we're going to go to this stage. It's in Rakasha mode. In normal mode, if you have it at the highest speed, that be your settings is at the highest speed. If I let this sit for 5 minutes, because I have done that, I got 198 billion mana in 5 minutes. That's 198 billion in 5 minutes on Rakasha mode. So if I just let it sit for 10, now that's doubled. Now that's like 300, no, it's not 300, it's like 400 billion mana in no time. If you let it sit for an hour or more, you're getting at least 1 trillion or more mana, which is pretty cool. So this is in Rakasha mode. This stage here, these 4 guys in the back of the stage will keep producing characters that come up here. So if you have one attacker, they would go stand right here and they will attack. If you have all your characters are strong enough to withstand, you can have them sitting out on the stage. It doesn't really matter, because when you're ready to defeat or ready to end the stage, if your characters are not strong enough, you could just bring them out at the last moment before you kill the final guy. Bring them all out, and then it all stacks anyways. So that's how this game works for stacking your mana or EXP wise near the end of the stage. So doing this stage here, I have it set I'm gonna just let it go for a few minutes, not a minute or so, just a few seconds in the video so I can show you the difference of mana that you can make. And you can see here, they're just gonna keep coming back every time. I don't know why my guy is doing magic. He's gonna waste all his MP before he does anything else, which is weird. Which is basically fine. So we're gonna go over here. Now we're just gonna end the turn and then just go straight to making the level faster now, so you can actually see how much I get. And this is in Rakasha. So you can see we got 26 billion, and it hasn't even been this long yet. So we got 26 billion mana on this stage here, like it was nothing. 26 billion. Then if you hit L or R, the triggers on the, I'm using a game controller, or you can use the Switch or whatever. If you hit L and R, you can switch it between the normal, Carnage, and Rakasha mode, and then it will determine how much you get. In normal, I got 20 million in normal. Yeah, 20 million in normal. Then I got a close to 1 billion in Carnage mode. That'd be 1 or 2 billion in Carnage mode. And then in Rakasha mode, you saw how much I got for not even doing it that long. So with 23 billion, it's going to be 23 or higher in the billions, and it doesn't take long if you have the speed. If you don't have the speed, this is going to take a little bit longer than it usually does, but you can just let it sit until that one character that you have gets to 100 billion. 100 billion is going to be where it's a lot. It's going to be a lot. So I hope this video was able to help anyone out with mana farming. I am working on another video for Disgaea 6, and this is going to be tailored for the juice bar. I do have Disgaea complete. That's on my computer. I do own that one, so I will be showing you all of the DLC characters now, because it came with the Disgaea complete game, and I can actually use the Evilties from the DLC characters. What makes this even more bonkers and more crazy of all the stuff that you can do in this game. So compared to all the extra stuff you can do. So if you like any of this video and this mana farming guide did help you guys out, please say something in the comments. If I get something wrong, or if something is different and there's a better method, let me know, and I can explain. If someone says it, I can explain it or look it up for you guys or anything like that. I'm always just here to help and just trying to figure out what is the best method we can all do, because I love this game and I know you guys love this game for watching and everything else. So if you like this video, like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you for watching my channel today. Thank you for watching my video. I'm sorry it took so long because I've been busy with work and everything. So I'm able to put out some more videos. I'll be working on my other video, will be out later today. So thank you guys for checking out this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.